Says Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm sitting here playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Oh, so much better. Oh hey, how's it going, Orbital Sigma? I'm actually glad you're here, because you're going to be insanely impressed by this upgrade. Like, you will be, like, this exceeded my wildest dreams. This is one of the prettiest looking games I've ever seen. Like, the graphical improvement is fucking insane. Yeah. Oh, I know that feeling, trust me. I've had a very rough couple days. Sometimes I wonder about you, Max. I wonder about you a lot. But yeah, this upgrade is fucking ridiculous. Like, it has the best foliage I think I've ever seen in a game. Which, fuck, it's nighttime. Doesn't really showcase the lighting. But man, the fucking foliage is just insane. And the nighttime lighting isn't even doing it justice. I'm trying to fucking... Hold on, let me see if I can fast travel. And get it to daytime, because the nighttime lighting doesn't really show off the graphics. Fuck. Yeah, that sucks. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, fuck, look at this foliage! And here, let me, with photo mode, you can switch the time of day. I was saying, fuck! This foliage is ridiculous! There was like not even a tenth of this foliage in the original game, and it was all static. I keep hoping if I fucking fast travel far enough that it'll move time forward a little bit so I can fucking get it better lighting. Because nights in Horizon games, they don't have a lot of electrical lights, so they're really dark. Yeah. Well, that is true. I will say it's definitely about the aesthetic. But in this game, like, the overhaul is such a huge overhaul that it really is worth pointing out. Especially for a $10 upgrade. Like, I can't see anyone who likes the original game being pissed off at this upgrade. Yeah, I know that's true. When they go brown. I called it gaming's brown period, where they thought being mature was having brown color palette. Hopefully while I'm playing, the sun will come up so you can see a bit better lighting. Because there are times when you're in the fucking forest where the lighting is just fucking insane. And the foliage, like, shit. Even now you can see it, like, the foliage is ridiculous.
It's on to me. Another signal.
And it also helps that I really like the aesthetic in this game. So this is a game that is great technically and artistically. Plus, they haven't redone the gameplay from scratch.
What are they doing here?
They haven't redone the gameplay from scratch. But they have definitely added a bunch of quality of life features. I'm also sorry about your mom. I don't want to make you think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. There are people that unfortunately think that way. They think mental illness is evil, and it's sad. I wish I could make it better. I wish I could make her see your side of things. But you can't, you know? And that's ultimately what you have to live with, Orbital. And what is so hard for me to... It's something I had to learn to live with. And unfortunately, you'll have to too. It just depends. Some of the things, yes. But when they are in the cities, it looks good. Like Vecta. But yeah. Which is funny you mention that because it's made by the same team that did this. But yeah, you can't control what other people think. As much as you might want to. You just gotta let it go. You know? I know it hurts. I know you wish your mom could see your perspective, but she never will, most likely. And if she does, say you're lucky enough, it will be on her terms. When she wants to. And you trying to make her see your point of view is just gonna waste your time and make you feel worse. I tried for so long. Yeah, I do like Killzone Shadowfall as a game. I actually pretty much like all the Killzone games, if I'm honest with you. I don't think there's been a bad Killzone. First Killzone was good for PS2. Killzone 2 was an early tech demo for PS3 that looked amazing. Killzone 3 looked fantastic. Killzone Mercenaries for Vita was one of the best looking, if not the best looking Vita game. And they all have, you know, like, I don't think they've made a bad Killzone. Even though I definitely do like Horizon more than Killzone. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about both, Max. I think Killzone's a good game with good graphics. They've always pushed to whatever platform they were on hard. They've always been visual showpieces. And yeah, that sucks, trust me, I get it. So like I said, you can't... Yeah, I can see that. I haven't really played Liberation much. I played it just a little bit one time, so I can't really judge. But it looked like it was kind of like a top-down shooter. So not probably wouldn't be a fan either, honestly. Fuck. But I not that I really blame them either. PSP only having one analog stick. PSP only having one analog stick kind of made it difficult to do a proper game in the series for first-person shooters without making some major adjustments. Yeah, that is true. At least they got it right with Mercenaries. They made a full Killzone game on handheld. Oh shit, I was just looking for a settlement. Here one is. Fuck.
Follow up.
That's another thing I really don't like about Killzone. Not Killzone. Fuck. They're both good. That's another thing I don't really like about Horizon is they kind of throttle fast travel in the beginning. I really don't like it when open world games try to throttle fast travel. Oh, fuck. I was gonna go to a settlement and then it was... Hold on, I'm loading my game. Where is Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I got stuck in a place I didn't want to be with no fast travel packs. Thankfully, later on, you can buy a Eternal fast travel pack. Yeah, Killzone 2. Killzone 2 was one of those games that honestly met the hype. When they first showed the Killzone trailer, people said there's no way this is real graphics. And it wasn't at the time. It was a pre-rendered video, but then they actually managed to match that quality with the actual in-game graphics. Killzone 2, for when it came out, 2009, I believe, looked fucking insane. Yeah, Killzone 2 was a really great game. Killzone 3 I really liked as well. It just did everything that Killzone 2 did, but better. It's kind of hard to fault that. That's another thing I really like about this game. Despite all the upgrades for this, They actually managed to make this run at a higher resolution than the original game. The original game on PS5 ran at 1440p, which is standard because it was the Pro version of 60. But despite all the improvements for this game, even in performance mode, it runs at 1800p. So it not only looks a shit ton better, it literally has a high resolution. And yeah, I agree with you. I just turned it to 60. I was like switching it so people can see. I try to explain to people how important frame rate is, so games that let you switch it at will really show. Obviously, you can't see how high the resolution is on fucking YouTube, but yeah. And they actually upscale it pretty well. Like, Guerrilla Games has one of the best upscaling methods, so it looks damn near like fucking 4K 60. So this game honestly looks fucking fantastic. There were parts of this game graphically that were dated. There were parts of this game graphically that were dated in 2017 when it came out, and now this game looks like modern by today's standards. Like, the overhaul is fucking extreme.
These are helpful. Bitter though.
A little bit. It's just it's more of Killzone 2, but better. It also has way more environmental variety because Killzone 2 looked amazing, but Killzone 2 is mostly just ruined cityscapes. Killzone 3 has a lot more variety. You have like a weird alien grassland, snowy areas, nuclear fallout areas. Like, Killzone 3 has much bigger environmental variety, and jetpack levels where you get a jetpack that you can use. It's pretty cool. Like, it's just Killzone 2 but better. And in particular, they have one stealth mission where you're on like this whole alien planet with reeds and shit. Well, when I say alien planet, it's Helgen. But it's like, it looks alien flora and fauna, and it's fantastic. It's probably my favorite mission in all of Killzone. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Well, Max likes his streams at 200p.
This must be where the war party got massacred. Such destruction. Lots of machines. All controlled by the killer. Lenora managed to take down a... Maybe the war chief left something behind. Some, but not before the killers used it to send the other machines against them. They sent a stampede of them down the slope.
Brave, let us speak.
They also dramatically redid the cutscenes because this game, Horizon Zero Dawn, has a shit ton of conversations. It's a very dialogue-heavy game. I wouldn't say it's like a walking simulator or anything like that, but it is a game that puts a heavy emphasis on the story. And a lot of it's conversations, but a lot of people complained about the original game because the actual like major cutscenes would have good facial capture, but a lot of the NPC cutscenes and lesser cutscenes, which just have enemies, or not enemies, NPCs sitting there like looking like straight ahead without much movement or emotion. So they pretty much went back and redid every single like NPC cutscene in the entire game over 10 hours of mocap to actually make them look better. And it seems like a small thing, but it's a huge improvement. You're going to spend a lot of time talking to people, so seeing them actually just sit there and move and emote and have gestures and shit and not just... It is a huge improvement.
Are there no more Braves or healers here?
Just me. You're hurt. What happened?
I didn't. It's madness out there. War Chief Sona sent me back to report. I'm no good to her like this.
Varl told me that the war chief tracked the killers. Did she find them?
We followed their trail, but again and again they sent corrupted machines to attack us. My wounds started to slow me down, so the war chief sent me back to let others know she hasn't given up the fight.
So, you were here when the war party was ambushed?
I was. I thought after the proving there could be no darker day, but I was wrong. The war chief was delayed gathering the rear guard. Eager for revenge, the braves in the lead fell into the trap. Dozens lost in minutes. If Sona hadn't arrived and rallied us, no one would have survived.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is...
Okay, so about that I have two things. Number one, I think you would get into this game, and ultimately I think you would really love it if you finished it. It is a game that takes quite a bit of time to get rolling. And by that I mean, it's good, the story is good when it starts, but it doesn't get fucking fantastic until you meet Silence. Once you meet Silence, they start going into what happened to the world, why it's destroyed, her backstory, where she's from, the actual, what Zero Dawn means, and it dramatically kicks up for the rest of the game. But you have to spend a long time to get to the truly great parts of this game. As for the second game, absolutely you would love it. It is a million times better than the first game. This went a long way towards making the graphics better, but they couldn't, upgrade the gameplay, of course, to the fucking standard of Forbidden West. Forbidden West, they spent 5 years in development. It was not an evolution, it was a revolution. Everything that Zero Dawn did, Forbidden West is 10 times better. They overhauled the melee combat, because there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The melee combat in this game sucks dick. They actually added a full list of combos and melee attacks and a melee skill tree, and the game is not melee focused, but the melee combat's actually good now. They overhauled the mounts, because the mounts were kind of clunky to control and slow as fuck. In this game, you could frustratingly only climb where they wanted you to climb, and it could be really annoying because this map is so mountainous. And it could be really a pain in the ass to get down or up. In Forbidden West, they give you a glider, so you can just jump and glide, and now you can pretty much climb everything. There are some places you can't climb, but the vast majority of places you can climb, so the ability to climb everywhere, as well as the fact that you can actually fucking glide down, makes the getting around so much easier. They had the story pick up steam right away because they were able to build off of this. They didn't have to explain the world and the characters. So with Forbidden West, they get right into it. They expanded the world. Forbidden West is fucking fantastic. And I will be playing through it and getting the platinum. I intend to play through this and get the platinum for this, and then go to Forbidden West and finish them both. So I can have them both 100% completed by the time the third game rolls around, which should be in a few years. Even the map in Forbidden West is better. It's fucking fantastic. It's like I said, it's like the jump from Infamous 1 to Infamous 2, or Uncharted 1 to Uncharted 2, is the jump from Zero Dawn to Forbidden West. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They really, really, really took everything that they learned from Zero Dawn and used it to make a game that was 10 times better. Zero Dawn walked so Forbidden West could run. And the map is about the same size in Forbidden West, but it's twice as dense. So they didn't say, hey, let's make the map way bigger. They said, let's make it denser. So the map is still plenty big, but it's way, way more denser. The side quests are way better. The upgrades and weapons you use are way better. The enemies you fight are way better. The stealth is way better. There's not a single part. You get a fucking grappling hook, so you can literally fucking grappling hook and then launch yourself up into the air off of it. And near the end of Forbidden West, you get mounts that can fly. And so then you can now fly to all these places you couldn't fly to before. And then in the DLC for Forbidden West, you gain the ability to... Okay, so in the base game of Forbidden West... Yeah, it's way more vertical. In the base game of Forbidden West, you could already swim. They have substantial portions of the world that are underwater. San Francisco is drowned. So, there's a bunch of the game that's underwater, and you get a rebreather So it's not like you're scavenging for air. So there's a shit ton of stuff underneath the water, okay? So in the DLC for Forbidden West, you already have mounts that can fly, but you get one that can dive underneath the water. It's called the Sunwing. So the map in the DLCs, yes, there's a substantial amount of the map that's underwater. And they have water gameplay and shit like that. It's great. And at first you can't breathe very long underwater, then you get a rebreather and they allow you to dive into the ocean. There's like a bunch of bodies of water now. And the swimming's actually really good. And they did it because, you know, San Francisco in real life would be flooded. So there's large parts of the city, so you can like dive under the water and see the flooded city. It's fucking cool. But in the DLC for Forbidden West, which is also amazing, Burning Shores, you get something called a Sunwing. It can fly, and then it can dive underwater and swim under the water and come out. So the DLC's map is in LA. So the main game. See, I'm going on a tangent. Forgive me. Okay, so okay, allow me to go on a slight tangent. The map for Zero Dawn is like this. You got the Secret Lands here, you got the Sundom over here, and it's split into two chunks, and then you have the DLC map for Frozen Wilds up here, okay? So the Secret Lands is based off of Colorado. It's set in Colorado, and Devil's Gulch is literally Denver, Colorado. The Scarja Sundom is based off of Utah, eastern Utah. And then the DLC map is called The Cut, and it's based off of Montana and Wyoming, and it's you literally go to Yellowstone Park. But obviously in the future when it's post-apocalyptic. Okay, so Forbidden West literally has the new map take place right where the old map ends and continues going west. So you start out in western Utah, but it's different. It's not like the same area. Then you go into Nevada and go to Las Vegas. Like they literally have Las Vegas. You can explore the ruins of Las Vegas. Then on the very western side is California, and you can explore the Redwood. And then at the very edge of the map is San Francisco. So then the DLC takes you down south to LA. So the DLC's map is designed for me being able to fly from the beginning, because, you know, near the end of the game you get the ability to fly, but it's like an in-game perk. Basically, it renders all other kinds of travel obsolete, but the DLC is designed with it. So the map is designed to span upwards into the sky and downwards underneath the water. So like literally, you can be flying in the sky and then fucking dive bomb under the water with your fucking dinosaur and then come back up, and without ever getting on and off the mount. It's fucking awesome. Like I said, Forbidden West is amazing, okay, because, like, I was just talking about Las Vegas, they make it holographic. They had holographic displays in Las Vegas. You turn those back on, so at night, you literally see dozens of holographic displays about Las Vegas, like a replica of the Eiffel Tower. It's fucking awe-inspiring. You can go to the Golden Gate Bridge and jump off of it. Yeah, I had heard that it has... Writing's not that great. None of the Dead Island games had amazing writing. They were kooky and over the top. But they literally Dead Island 2 spent 12 years in development hell, and it was restarted 4 times by 4 different companies. So the fact that Dead Island 2 even is as good as it is after such a troubled development cycle is a miracle. So... yeah, like I said, Forbidden West fucking rules, okay? And in this game, Aloy is a loner. She doesn't really work with people except when she has to. Forbidden West is all about her learning to work with others. So early into Forbidden West, you get a mountain base, and you start gathering party members. And so, like, literally, in between missions, you can come back to the base and talk to all your party members, and you gather them into the game, and it's almost like a party mechanic like you would see in a BioWare game. I fucking love it. Being able to literally come back and see the people's living quarters, and have, like, a party roster of group that gathers around Aloy that you gather as the game progresses. I love it, compared to the solitary feeling this game has, where she's an outsider. So, like, yeah, Forbidden West is so much better. in so many ways, but you still kind of do have to play this game to understand what the fuck is going on. And that's what I'm saying, like, if you watch me stream this enough, you'll get to see what I'm talking about where the story gets good, but we have kind of a very similar taste in games, Sigma, in a lot of ways. I think when you see the parts of the story that I'm talking about, you're going to be impressed and you're going to be gripped, because for me, I kept playing this game, and I liked the game, but it didn't grab me. I didn't dislike it, but it didn't grab me. And I kept my dad kept saying, no, trust me, it gets better, trust me, play it. And I kept putting it on the backlog, and then finally, I played through, and I said, I'm going to finish this, because Forbidden West was coming out, and, my dad kept telling me, and my dad, I usually agree with him on his opinions, and like I said, once you meet Silence, the whole game kicks up a notch. You learn exactly about who, well, when I say BioWare, I'm talking about, like, their party mechanics. Obviously, the gameplay is like Zero Dawn, but better. I'm just saying, like, it reminds me of a classic BioWare game where in between missions, you go to the base and you can talk to all your party members. That's what I meant. It's like, it's not like a top-down strategy game or anything like that. It's Horizon gameplay. It's just in between missions, you can now go and talk to your party members and have all these optional conversations about their backstories and shit and do side quests with them. And I really like that because she pretty much works alone for most of this game. So it's like you building up a team in Forbidden West. That's what I really like, and it reminds me of a BioWare game in that aspect. But once you meet Silence, the entire storytelling jumps up 10 notches. He's fucking awesome. He's played by the late Lance Reddick, who I loved. I was really upset when he died. He is you never know where his allegiances lie. He's always dangling a fucking carrot for Aloy. They have a love-hate relationship where they don't like each other, but they need each other. You start learning about what caused the world to end, what's going on now, the person who created Aloy, and it's really compelling shit. But like I said, you have to invest a lot of time to get to that point. So I understand that not a lot of people are willing to have that patience, but it really does pick up once you get about a quarter of the way through. And then, thankfully, Forbidden West hits the ground running because it expects you to know that shit, so they don't have to slowly ease you into it. They just... So, But seriously, yeah, I like the combat in this game for the most part.
Near the metal tower southeast of the ruins of Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
Even little stuff. Like, you see here, how, like, when you slide, you can pick up a little bit of momentum. In Forbidden West, you can literally slide all the way down a hill, and you'll get a lot of speed when you slide. So you can just see a slope and fucking slide that shit down, and it's cool as shit. Like, this game feels like the rough draft, and Forbidden West feels like the genuine article. And I honestly can't wait to see, where they go with the sequel, because without spoiling anything, the premise, the end of Forbidden West ends on a massive cliffhanger that has you thinking, what the fuck? And Forbidden West is still one of the prettiest games I've ever seen, and it's still a cross-gen game. It was made for PS4 and then upgraded for PS5, and the upgrade is good, but it's still a cross-gen game at heart. The third Horizon game will be a PS5 exclusive. It's going to look 10 times better. So I can't wait, and I'm excited to see where they go next. They'll probably go north, south. They can either go north, south, or east, because the first two games have been going steadily west, but by the end of Forbidden West, you've gone to San Francisco. Literally, you can't go any farther west in that direction. So they're either going to go north, south, or east, because, there's a lot of America they haven't explored already. I can't wait to see. And every subsequent game, they've built on it. Another thing I really like that they added It's also in Forbidden West that you can turn off pickup animations. I get it's meant to make the game look more realistic. But in fucking, I get tired of constantly stopping to pick up shit, so just being able to tap the button is something I really liked. Same thing I did in Far Cry games, when they let you turn off the animations, because seeing the same thing of skinning the animal just got fucking old.
This must be the rise Sona's runner told me about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a slight difference either, it's a massive upgrade. And I wish I could get to the part where it's daytime, because you can't really see, the nighttime lighting doesn't do it justice, but you stick around long enough, you will see it. And this is a like I said, if you already own the game, it's a $10 upgrade. It's really hard to be mad at Sony for this being a $10 upgrade. I feel that's more than fair.
A recent kill. Freshly skinned. Sona and her braves can't be far. The war chief stopped here. So where did she go next?
Oh.
That old bow has seen a lot of action. No one would have left it willingly. Sona's taken losses. Dressings for wounds. The runner wasn't the only one who got hurt. Might be a blood trail I could follow. I should try my focus. Tracks.
Yeah, they definitely have improved the animations.
Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
Even if it's still not up to par Forbidden West. But yeah, overall it's just a huge improvement. Like I said, everybody when they heard this said, yeah, exactly. When people heard this, they said, oh my god, nobody needs this, nobody wants this, it's shit. It's gonna be shitty, they're just milking us for money. But like, when people saw the improvements that this made, I think a lot of people's opinions changed almost overnight. It's like, wow, this is a major fucking upgrade for $10. Like I said, if you're a fan of this game, then for $10 is really good. This is one of the biggest overhauls I've ever seen in a remaster. So for $10, like, shit. I don't regret it one bit. And they're even really generous, because they could have said, well, you can only get the upgrade if you have the complete edition. If you have the original version of Horizon Zero Dawn, before they came out with the Game of the Year edition, you get the DLC thrown in for free. Actually, let me check the trophies. Are they still on a separate list? I just now thought about that. Yeah, they're still on a separate list. Okay, so it doesn't fuck with the platinum. That's cool. But it still means that, like, if you didn't have the DLC originally, you get it thrown in for free. And then remember, the DLC was $10, so for those people, they're basically just paying for the DLC and getting an upgrade along with it. And the DLC is really great. The changes that they made in Forbidden West started in the DLC, like, you can already see them overhauling it. I fully intend to play through this, platinum it, and then do Forbidden West after, and the DLC for that, because I have it. And I never got around to doing the DLC. I don't think you can set water on fire anymore. I think they fixed that.
You're lucky I happened by. One heartbeat more, and that sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment.
And they get into some really cool shit in the in the Forbidden West. Like, they have, like, this group of people that are inspired by Scientologists, and they're just as crazy. Go to the moon, and people thought they died, but it turns out they actually made a colony on the moon, and now are now coming back to reclaim Earth. And so, like, the second game has, like, all these weird fucking out there villains, and I mean that in the best possible way. And then, one of the people, they're called Zenith. I love you, but my legs are hurting me right now, baby. You can get up here later. One of them is actually played by Carrie-Anne Moss, who is the chick who played Trinity in The Matrix. I love Carrie-Anne Moss, so it's really cool to see her in the game.
I've tracked some of the killers who struck the proof.
And she's not just put in there for cheap star power. She's a huge character.
Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength. Follow. The killers are just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth. The sin of the ancients is buried in that soil. Corrupter demons.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's Watch.
A bold claim. I wonder if you'll live up to it.
Hell, you can actually set it to automatically loot stuff if you want to. I don't, because that automates it too much. But you can just set it to automatically loot shit when you pick it up or run by it. Just, like, tons of quality of life. You can also, like... I thought in the original game, a problem that I had with this game is I thought that, yeah, exactly. I thought that in the original game, enemies were too bullet spongy and could take way too long to kill. So they added custom difficulty modifications in this game where you can set different parameters separately. So, like, I have higher damage to enemies but normal damage to me. Just because I thought in the original game they were too bullet spongy. To fix that, and you can set it even higher or lower if you want, and mess with parameters. So just all kinds of quality of life tweaks like that alongside the graphical overhaul.
Hours ago, I sent Braves into hiding in the trees below. On my signal, they'll attack. The enemy...
So now I pretty much have it set up where the enemies do the same damage I do to them, so it's high risk, high reward.
Machines outnumber us, but we will have fury on our side.
We could have more than that.
They also added, you know, like, you can now make the HUD go on and off and touch it, so when you're not needing it, it will... just completely disappear until you touch it, which I like. You can get face paint for Alloy. It's just cosmetic, but it allows you to wear face paint. They added a bunch of haptic feedback for the controller, and obviously I can't tell you, I can explain that to you properly, but it's really good. So it adds, like, a huge thing. They made, like, thousands of unique sensations for when you're, like, climbing, jumping, and cutscenes. So that adds a huge dimension with the controller, but it's really hard to explain that to you. But if you play games that use it good, you'll know it's good. It's, like, up to par with most Sony games. So,
That's Blaze.
it's great.
Used to burn. They used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then...
Boom.
Then let us begin.
Whoa, wait. Let's not rush. Give me some time to make an approach. If I end up alerting them, open fire.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
Plus, they also saved the really good weapons in this game till the last act. Like, you get a fucking, like, Batista that fires 5 bolts at once. And a fucking flamethrower and a lightning gun. Like you can't even see, like, the great weapons. Like I said, this game is just really slow, but it's worth it. But I understand not everybody can devote 10, 12 hours to a game, but that's what I'm saying, it does get better. The same thing with Jedi Fallen Order. Everyone I've talked to who dislikes Fallen Order, it's like, oh, I give up only a few hours in. I'm like, oh, that's why, because Fallen Order takes a long time to get going. But man, when Fallen Order gets going, it's fucking fantastic. And the Jedi Survivor picks up that momentum and keeps it going. Yeah, exactly. Well, in this game, it's a mixture of both. You kill monsters and humans, so...
Shooting.
Out of ammo.
Yeah, well, it should make you feel better to know that it got a, shit, I fucked that up, I'm gonna retry. It got a next-gen version that's actually really good. If you own it on PS4, you can download it on PS5, and it's 60 FPS all the way through. Makes a huge difference. Just so you know. Because I'm pretty sure you have a PS5. Or you share it anyway, so if you own Fallen Order, at any point you can get the new version. For free. So that alone makes it way better. But yeah, I agree. It could really stutter like a motherfucker. Ah, that's right. Hold on. I gotta... Skills. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you already technically own the new version for free, so what do you have to lose, you know? Yeah, it does. If you get a chance to play... Okay, Orbital Sigma, Jedi Survivor is once again like Uncharted 1 to Uncharted 2 levels of improvement, okay? It feels like every single thing that Fallen Order did, Jedi Survivor does 10 times better. And what's so amazing, what I love about it, you start off Jedi Survivor with every single fucking power you had and a weapon you had at the end of Jedi Fallen Order, okay? So Fallen Order, the whole point was to make you feel powerless and you go from a nothing Padawan to a Jedi, okay? So in Fallen Order, you could eventually feel powerful, but it was near the end. You slowly start to get skills. It's like 2 or 3 hours in before you even get your first push. And then you get the dual lightsaber stances, and then you get the double jump and the wall run. In Jedi Survivor, you start out with every fucking skill that you had at the end of Fallen Order and keep it, and then add on to it. So you immediately start out with the double-bladed stance, the double jump, the fucking wall run, the force push, the force pull, the different abilities, and then you get more. You get, they add 3 new stances, the actual 2 blades, 1 in each hand, fucking lightsaber and blaster combo, and then a crossguard from the new sequel trilogy that's heavier, but can break guards and shit. And you get like a dash that allows you to dash in any direction. You gain a grappling hook that lets you grapple to shit. Yeah. You get the ability to tame animals and glide with them, or ride mounts. They added a hub, a bar that you build up, a cantina. They made the maps much more bigger. Like, Jedi Survivor is so fucking good. Seriously. It is. I've played a countless amount of Star Wars games. It is without a doubt my favorite one. Jedi Survivor fucking rocks. And when the game launched, it was in a rough state. It ran like horseshit. They have since fixed it. It now runs at pretty much a perfect 60 FPS. So it looks fucking phenomenal, and it runs phenomenally. Like, it's one of the most pretty games I've ever seen on Next Gen. Like, they really went all in with the graphics. So, and that was Achilles' heels. It ran like shit. Now it runs perfectly at 60 FPS. So it's just the full package. Runs, it looks good. And the story, oh my god, the story is so fucking good. I'm not going to spoil it, but the story in Survivor is amazing. And they jump forward like 5 years at the start. So Cal is now in his mid-20s, and he is already like way more experienced. You really see the growth from like a Padawan to like a full Jedi Knight. And they continue his growth in the story. It's fantastic. Yeah. He can Jedi mind trick people. You get new powers, force powers throughout the game. On top of everything else, the maps are much bigger and more varied. There's way better side quests. In the original game, all the side quests were collectibles. There's no actual side quests. There's actual, like, good narrative side quests in Survivor. Like, I cannot recommend it to you enough. If you like Fallen Order, you will fucking love Survivor. I got the platinums for both games. And I still, like, I love Survivor so much, I was heartbroken when it was over. That's how you know a game is good. When you've done everything there is to do, and you're not happy, you're sad, because it's over. Like, when the game is over, you are sad, because it's over. You're like, fuck, I can't believe it's done. That's how you know a game is really amazing. And Jedi Survivor, oh my god, it's so great. They take all the returning characters, they elaborate them, they add cool new ones. The only thing that was bad about Jedi Survivor was it launched in a rough state. EA pushed it out the door before it was ready, but they fixed that now, so it wouldn't be a real issue with you. Yeah.
Your head is coming. Cancel the search, I got him! She got up there in a hurry.
Child's play.
I'll talk to Sonny as soon as I get done leading this camp.
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the War Party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
Yeah.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is...
It's weird things that catch me, you know what I mean? It's hard to describe, but yeah. It's weird things, but certain things will just make me want to play a game and I'll get it.
No one doubts your determination.
This month, I'm probably going to try to get the DLC for Blasphemous 2. They just released a big-ass DLC for Blasphemous 2. I mentioned it before. It's only like $12. Probably try to get that soon. And then probably the game I'm going to be getting this month is Wise 10. It looks really good. I played the demo and I loved it. I played it for like 8 hours. It was a huge demo. It's only like the first intro to the game. Fuck, it's great. Wise 10 is amazing. One of the best RPGs I've ever played. And you can transfer your save file over,
She's
so...
right, War Chief. Give your wounds time to close.
Val, what are you doing here?
I remember
I
doing
ordered you to
them.
hold that gate with your
I never
life.
do.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location.
Yeah.
I left the gate well guarded. My place is...
I love how in Red Dead you can literally see people's faces getting bruised in real time. That blew my mind. Like, literally, when you're saying you're beating, you can see their face deforming and bruising in real time. Like, shit.
with you, with our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe I should have a look around. See if I can figure out where the rest of the killers are.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother.
Here, finally the sun is rising, so you can see some of the lighting. Yeah, I agree.
No room.
But, you know, why is 10? Oh my god, I played the demo and I was in love. Like, I was actually heartbroken when the demo was over. Like, that's how I knew, normally, and I have to consider, like, do I want this game? As soon as I finish the demo, I'm like, okay, I've got to get this full game. Really rare that happens, so. And it's only $60, not even, like, full 70, so. That and the DLC for Blasphemous are my main concern.
Accidental blaze explosions have killed a dozen men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning. And I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, let's take all our explosives and put it in one place.
A blaze stockpile.
Yeah, exactly.
Sabotage that.
I like Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it's my favorite game of all time, but I do love it. My favorite Zelda game is still Twilight Princess.
The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The Ring of Metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is fucking awesome.
to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme.
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
Okay, I completed that. Actually, there's an optional bandit camp I need to do. I forgot about that. I might as well do it now. It's like, where is it? It's somewhere around here. Oh, it's right here. Is it? Yeah, level 9. I can actually totally do it. Okay. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is fucking awesome. I love how they added... There's like, they doubled the map underneath, and then they fucking added all the areas in the sky. It's fantastic. Oh, and they also, I can't believe they announced Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming to Switch. I'm fucking over the moon at that. Like, oh my god, like I was fucking speechless. And it's getting new story content. I was like, no fucking way. Here we go, hold on one second. I'll do a manual save. So I want to quickly go to the forest so I can show you what I mean when I say how pretty this fucking game is. Yeah, no, they just announced March of next year, Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming to Switch with new story content. It's called Definitive Edition, just like Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So it looks like they're adding a new... it looks like they're adding a new, like a new expansion to it. Like, it looks like it will continue after the end of the main game. So, like, it's actually a main continuation of the story of 2. Or Xenoblade X, I'm sorry. That's fucking insane. Yeah, I'm saying, look at this. Look at this fucking foliage. Like, I am not kidding when I say this is some of the best foliage I have ever fucking seen in a game. Like, ever. We've gotta get high enough to fly over the world. We've gotta fly until Firebird takes us all. Alright. I know I butchered that, but yeah. Don't worry about the future, not your fault. Just like the day it breaks. Yeah, fuck. Over the rain, but yeah, fuck. Now I'm gonna have Don't Worry stuck in my fucking head. That, seriously. I also kind of feel like people do that game soundtrack a disservice. Because yes, the fucking LA theme sucks. It sucks. But then people act like the whole soundtrack is bad, and there's so many good tracks to that. Don't Worry, uncontrollable. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the foliage in Last of Us 2 is great, but I mean, fucking look at this. Like, this isn't a massive open world. Like, it is so dense you can't see the ground and it's all reactive. Like, shit. See, I actually have The Forest. I need to play it. I've never played it. I got it on sale for $5. I have it on PS5. It's actually good you reminded me about that, because I do need to play the do need to play The Forest. I literally already own it. I got it on sale. Like, it was, you know, it just sat on my backlog. Just because I didn't even mean to get it, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, it's on sale for $5, so I got it. And I have seen a lot of good stuff about it, so I will. It just, you know, you have so many games to play, sometimes it just takes you a while to get to them. Like, I have, I just realized the other day, I have Lego City Undercover HD. I have Lego City Undercover HD, and I realized I have never played it ever. Like, shit. Because I got it on, you know, it's not like I meant to buy it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm going to buy this game. It's just like, oh, it's on sale, so I threw it in. So that's why it wasn't at the top of the priority. But it does kind of upset me that I have a Lego game that I never played. And I have heard a lot of good stuff about Lego City Undercover. That's one of the better Lego games. So I will probably try loading up and playing it here in a while. Sometime soon. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The Forest was made on a very small budget, from what I gather, and it was a huge success. So the creators didn't even expect it to be such a success, so they're taking that budget and they're putting it into the second game, you know what I mean? So the second game has like a budget that's like 1,000 times larger. That's what I'm saying, like, you get into the forest and the woods in this game and it's like, fuck. Like, it's so fucking good. Like I said, the foliage in this is ridiculous. And then the fucking lighting. Like, it's crazy. And like I said, it basically looks 4K. So, like, I am insanely impressed by this fucking remaster. I mean, like, tremendously. And like I said, for a $10 upgrade, I don't see how anyone could fault Sony. Yeah, that's true. No. And I mean, like, the difference that it makes is fucking insane, you know? Because there were parts of this game that didn't look great in 2017 when it launched. Like, I remember when I first played this game, because I got this game at launch, February 14th, 2017. Like, I remember it because it was Valentine's Day. How often do you play a major game on Valentine's Day? But when I played this at launch, I remember thinking the foliage was kind of weak even then, because the foliage was very pared back, and only the red reeds right here would react when you move through them. The rest are static. And like almost all of Sony's games at that point had fully reactive foliage, like Uncharted 4 did. So I remember thinking it was backwards then. So we went from having foliage that wasn't great in 2017 to having foliage that is the best I've ever seen in 2024. So the leap from not great then to great now is an insane leap. Plus the animations, plus the lighting, plus the redone cutscenes, and motion capture, the better animations, the quality of life tweaks. So, like, people are trying to say, oh, Sony's greedy. Yeah, well, see, the new upgrade to the visuals, I think you can agree, kind of kicks up the art style. Like, it kind of seems like this is the vision they originally wanted. Because this remaster looks fucking amazing. If you told me this was a game that came out this year, I believe you. I would never believe this is a 2017 game. You know what I mean? And it sounds like small, but this game is set in the wilderness. Most of this game is set in overgrown wilderness, so the vegetation being way better kicks up the entire aesthetic. That's like the whole aesthetic is vegetation and overgrowth in the wild. Yeah, exactly. Breath of the Wild actually had great foliage for 2017 for Switch. All, you know, and despite the Switch being way less powerful than the PS4, all the foliage in Breath of the Wild reacted. Even the leaves did. I remember the first time I went to Lareneru Marsh. Yeah, exactly. I remember I went to Lareneru Marsh in Breath of the Wild, and the water had all these leaves, and the leaves actually moved when you touched them. Like, man, that's an insane detail for Switch. Oh yeah, that's what I'm here to get this fucking bandit camp. They have a really enjoyable quest. All the bandit camps are kind of bog standard for open world games, but they really take it up a notch in this game because one, all the bandit camps are hand designed. There's not like 50 million of them. I think there's 10 in the whole game, and each one is hand designed. And then they have a character that only pops up in the bandit camps with the storyline. He's fucking amazing. You're about to see. He's this eccentric killer. He basically only kills people in bandit camps because he was a soldier and he got a taste for killing, but he doesn't want to hurt innocent people, so he relishes killing bandits. And he's amazing.
That's an alarm. Make enough noise to bring in more.
I'm trying to find the guy. Because he waits outside the bandit camp for you. Yeah, exactly. Well, this game has a lot more of that in this game now. Where the fuck? He's here somewhere. I was like, he's like one of my favorite characters in this game. Like, what the fuck? Where is he? Maybe he's here. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. Because it didn't react. Like, that's what I'm saying. This really fixes that problem. Even like the snow. If you walk around in the snow for long enough, she'll get caked in snow. And in the original game, there's no snow deformation. They've added snow deformation in this game. And one of the things I really like, if you slide downhill with snow, it will kick snow up in the air. See? You can see she's covered in,
More bandits like the ones at Devil's Thirst.
she's covered in snow now. Like, yeah, like I said, this remaster is fucking insane. Everybody was shitting on this as soon as it was announced. Oh, Sony's just greedy. Oh, they're just trying to milk the franchise. Oh, it can't be a good upgrade. And then as soon as they started showing gameplay of this remaster, everybody kind of shut the fuck up and was like, oh, this is an amazing upgrade, and oh, it's only $10, so Sony could have charged a lot more for this. A lot of companies who made an upgrade this big would have made you buy it again. So, like, yeah, it's kind of funny seeing how, like, everyone shit-talked this, and then their opinions kind of turned around. And this is done by Nixes. I don't know if you know who they are. They're one of my favorite PC companies. So this is them moving a step up. All companies are greedy, but yeah, I get what you're saying. And yeah, I usually forgive it because their games are so good. To me, that's all that matters. I will forgive a lot if your games are good, okay? That's the only reason I like Nintendo. Nintendo as a company is so shitty. If their games weren't amazing, I fucking hate them. I think if like it weren't for the games, Nintendo would be my least favorite software company. Yes. No, I mean, I already told you, I love Ubisoft. They're one of my favorite companies. Oh, yeah.
Pin him down.
Oh, that's great. It was fun while it lasted. Some of them even have like a Gatling gun. You can just go fucking ham after you kill the leader and take it.
The bandits brought their prisoners here.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Everybody is shitting on it. I think it looks fantastic. Did you see you can actually design your own base? Like, not just picking the buildings. Like, it goes to a top-down view, and it's like The Sims where you plant buildings for your base. That's fucking amazing. Like, I gasped when I saw that. Like, it literally lets you put the roads, the buildings, the gardens, the people, and does, like, your overhead to fucking, like, dark cloud top-down view. It's amazing.
You can see them.
Then the fact that all 4 seasons will be represented. I loved it when Assassin's Creed 3 had 2 seasons. This all 4. And like the whole map changes. I think that's fucking dope. The grappling hook, I love that. The new like most of the environment is destructible, so you can cut through doors, cut through trees, and destroy shit when you're fighting. It honestly looks really good to me. I agree with you there. Is there any weapon she has that's better? Ooh shit, the Rattler. Ooh, God. Oh, I have to get the Rattler. Oh, the Rattler is my shit. Yes. Here we go. This is when you start getting to the good shit. See, it fires 5 shots at once. And I love this so much. See, like, it takes you a while to even get to the good shit. Let me see. Yeah, but I mean, he was a real dude. He was a real fucking dude that was a black samurai. If Yosuke didn't exist, and they just invented him to piss off people, okay, he literally fucking existed and he was a samurai. And people are like, well, he wasn't really a samurai. He was a landowner. Yeah, you had to be a samurai to be a fucking landowner, okay? Not only that, but literally, the king that did that, Nobunaga, was known for making people samurais that he liked. Like William Black, you know, the Englishman that became a samurai, that was the same emperor. Okay? So if he was willing to make an Englishman a samurai, he would make a black guy a samurai. I mean, yeah, they are exaggerating a little bit. Obviously, Yosuke didn't see very much battle. He was mostly samurai in title. But, that's okay. All the Assassin's Creed games fucking exaggerate. Like, if they were just putting in a character, and a black character, just to put one in, and saying, fuck history, then okay. But he really existed. And it's weird how people are cool with William Black, even though he was a white guy, just as unlikely, but they're not cool with Yosuke. I hate to say racism, but I kind of do think in that instance it's kind of, some of the people have is good, you know, like, they're just like, they're exaggerating. Like I said, they're exaggerating a little bit. I'm fine with that. All the Assassin's Creed games exaggerate. But the fact he really existed means they're just exaggerating some of his importance. So I don't really care. I'm fine with that. Like I said, I think Shadows looks great. And it's a fucking huge map. So I don't really have a problem with it at all. In the slightest. And I'm looking forward to it greatly. And there's currently a rumor, we'll have to see if it's accurate or not, of course, but there's currently a rumor that they're remaking the first Rayman with the Rayman Legends gameplay and engine, and oh my god, I would fucking die if that happened. Yeah, Assassin's Creed has never claimed to be, accurate to begin with. I mean, people are like, Assassin's Creed has gotten so out there now. Bro! So, like, you remember Assassin's Creed 1? Where Al-Mualim literally uses the apple to create 9 fucking duplicates of himself? And, makes the entire town hallucinate with fucking, basically, force magic? The series has always been out there. Or Assassin's Creed 2, when they showed that Adam and Eve were part of a futuristic society? Like, you think that Assassin's Creed has just now gotten out there? No, it hasn't. It's always been like that. They've always taken history and played loose with it to change it. But as long as they, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for, if they remake fucking Rayman 1 with the Legends engine and gameplay, I will die. Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins are 2 of my all-time favorite 2D platformers. I 100% completed both of them. The only reason I don't have the platinum for Rayman Legends is because it requires you to do the fucking dumbass community shit. I've done literally everything else there is to do in the game. Carry capacity. Rayman 2 is really good. I will agree. I also really like Rayman 3, even though a lot of people, for some reason, don't like Rayman 3. I like Hoodlum Havoc a lot. Okay, I think that's all I can upgrade for right now. What is this? Corrupted Zone, level 20. I'm still a bit too under level for that. Yeah, the fucking skateboard levels. Plus, they had John Leguizamo's Glowbox. I love John Leguizamo. So him playing Glowbox was fucking awesome. He was hilarious in that. Maybe one of his only video game roles. And I really enjoyed it. And so many people I've seen play fucking... talk about Rayman 3 didn't even know that John Leguizamo was in Rayman 3. I'm like, dude, he's like one of the main fucking characters. He's fucking Glowbox. What the fuck are you talking about? Where's the hunting ground? He should be right here. Oh, here he is. Okay, I was like... Yeah, it has a demo. I played it. It's pretty fun, actually.
You can stay away.
Just so you know, it has a free demo.
And I have no quarrel with you.
What
is this place?
These are hunting grounds, and I'm the keeper. I offer the element trials for those who want to join the Hunter's Lodge. Now you know, so you can be on your way.
Wait, what if I want to have a go at one of these trials?
Then I have to give them to you.
You're not very friendly, are you?
Oh, and the Nora are? Don't you usually kill trespassers and outlanders?
Yeah, it's like playing Blinks all over again.
Look, I didn't choose this assignment. They told me it was an honor, then stuck me right near your sacred lands. So I'm keeping to what I know, herds and trials. and hoping I won't get murdered by Nora, angry about the Red Raids.
Just to be clear, I have no plans to murder you, all right?
Fine, but I'm watching you.
That's funny.
What are the trials?
These trials test a hunter's skill with different ammunition types when taking down machines. If you can't master mine in time, maybe you should try one of the easier hunting grounds out in the world.
How many hunting grounds are there?
5 in total. I'm sure one of the others would welcome you.
What's the Hunter's Lodge?
What it sounds like. A place where...
Sounds easy enough.
Easy?
I know that for someone who doesn't want to fight a Nora, you're treading awfully close.
Fine. You already won the 3 half-suns you need to enter the lodge in Meridian. Go see for yourself how easy it is to get along there. You know what to do. And if not, I can't explain it to you. Pick a trial and... For this trial, shoot the containers on Strider's backs with fire arrows. If you hit them right,
yeah.
Quite a blast.
I heard the Forgotten City was good. Like, I've never really gotten into Kirby, even though I own several Kirby games, but I've heard lots of good stuff about Kirby. The Forgotten City.
In this trial, you must freeze machines before you take them down. So you'll need ammunition that freezes, and a weapon that can fire it before you can begin. In this trial, you'll need to stun bellowbacks with shock ammo, and shoot off the components in their undercarriages. Get going.
Okay, so this one's kind of got an element thing.
Take my leave.
You can always come back.
Yeah, but you know the thing about Kirby, though? He sucks. Ba-da-ba. Okay, I need to get a weapon that can shoot. Carja sling. Shit. Well, that's great. Yeah, but it still has a fixed camera, right? But I heard it was open world, even though it had a fixed camera. I'm kind of interested to see how they did that. I'm trying to figure out how to... Hold on. I need to quickly Google where to get that part, because I can't do all the trials until I get a weapon that can fire ice ammo that I don't have the shit to trade for. Shadow Sling. Okay. I need Crystal Braiding, whatever the fuck that is. Okay, I can actually buy some of this shit to get that in Meridian. Meridian is also where they really upgraded the tech, because Meridian is the big city, and it's by far the biggest city in Horizon. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I can kind of see it works. But it was like the big city in the game, the only real city in the game, but it pushed the engine too far and it wasn't made for it and really struggled. Oh.